people in New York City, because I want this message to go out to Europe, to the people in Brazil, to the people in Australia that are getting locked up for being human and going outside. We want you guys to know that New York, we're not gonna stop fighting until they stop. We won't stop until they stop. It has been an assault on our humanity. It has been an assault on our humanity, on our children. Okay, all three, whatever. It has been an assault on our humanity, on our children, on our jobs, on our education, on our economy, on our livelihoods, and more important, on our children. I am devastated to see that there are not more fathers and mothers fighting for their children. What's happening in the world has been a narcissistic relationship that we have had with our own government. They see themselves as God. They're abusing us, and the majority of the people believe that what's going on is for public health and safety. I have a news to deliver to you. This is the worst psychological operation in history. The tactics that are used are psychological in nature. Gaslighting you to make you doubt your perception. Dividing the people, the golden child versus the scapegoat. The scapegoats are the unvaccinated, and the golden child are those that are compliant. Those are the tactics that narcissistic parents use on their children, because when you divide, you conquer. Another tactic that is used on the people is fear. Fear. A Stockholm syndrome and the cognitive dissonance. The government is abusing us, the people, and they're raping our bodies. I need people to realize this. We cannot no longer continue to go this way. Our jobs are on the line. I personally don't care, because I'd rather stand free. I'd rather eat food from the dumpster than get injected with this bioweapon. By God, who created us human, there's not one man, woman, or institution that has right over my body, over your body, over our DNA, your DNA, that of your children. You guys need to understand that this is an assault on our humanity. And if we don't have control over what we put into our bodies, we're nothing but slaves and cattle. And like I told my mother, I had a serious conversation with her in the year 2020. I thank God, the Almighty, that gave me the gift of discernment. In March 2020, I knew from the beginning that it was a lie, because when the government started to tell you where you need to stand so that you can buy food, when they start telling you to stay home, when they start telling you to close down your jobs, your businesses, your schools, and when they tell you that you cannot worship, I already knew what was to come. The globalists and the communists are here. They're here. And I told my mother, that's right, USA all day, every day. Because the world is expecting us to stand up and fight for them, because if this country falls, particularly New York, who was the face of this pandemic, because it's not a pandemic, there's no pandemic, it's a pandemic that was planted. It's a pandemic that was planted and organized by the bankers. These are the people that control the world, control our economy, control our politicians, control the school system, agriculture, the health department, and the entertainment industry. Everything has been compromised and infiltrated by the bankers. This is why I need people to stay away from politics. This is why I need people to stay away from politics. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the sitting presidents are nothing but puppets that are working for the globalists. They're not going to save us. We're going to save ourselves. And I told my mother in 2020, I had a conversation with her. It was about 2 to 3 in the morning. And I was telling her what I have been doing outside. She said, she thought I was a little crazy. I said, well, I go out with 2 or 3 people. I get in a bullhorn in the freezing cold because I need humanity to wake up. I feel like it's my moral duty as someone that is aware of what's going on to help out my fellow man, no matter your race, your political affiliation, your gender, your sex, your color. It does not matter. We have to stand up for each other because this is all we got. None of us here are part of the 1% elite. None of us. So if you're vaccinated, you need to unite with the unvaccinated because guess what? They're going to come for you too. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? When they knock on your door, hi, I'm here. I'm from the government. I'm here to help you. 9 million people die of hunger every single year. My parents came from a third world country. I know what the struggle is. I lived there for 4 years as a child. We didn't have a toilet. It was a hole in the ground where we had to go and do our necessities. I know what struggle is. I know what it's like to run out of water. I know what it's like to have no electricity in your house. I know what that feels like. And people need to understand this is where we're heading to. And they're not going to stop at nothing because their goal is to have us bow down. And I would never bow down to any globalist. If you're not God, I would not bow down to any man. I would not bow down to any man. I will finish with what I told my mom that I was going to do. I looked at her in the eye when I had that conversation with her. It was late. She listened to me. She actually, typically, she tends to like interject in the conversation. This time she listened because she could tell that I was serious. I said to her, I am willing to die. I am willing to die because my freedom is more important than anything. I refuse to bow down and I refuse to die safe. I refuse to get on my knees and beg them for booster shots and for safety. I don't want to be safety. I want to be dangerously free. Those are my God-given rights. Like I said, no man or institution or woman or anybody. If you're not God, you have no say-so with my body. If you're not God, you have no say-so for what I'm going to do with my life because you're not God. And there's no one more powerful than God but God himself. So you're not going to tell me what to do. You're not going to tell me what to do. What we have right now, if you have children and you care about the children, I'm an aunt, is liberty or death. Give me liberty or death. This is the fight of our lifetime. And like I said, I never thought in 20 million years. I'm the type of person, I work in the school system. For some time, I'm like, I didn't know what else I could do with my life. But I guess this is the calling that God gave me. And so, I'm going to chant this. Freedom over fear. Freedom over